Welcome to Millionaire Coin Finds, where pocket change turns into a fortune. Money bag. If you love rare coins, shocking values, and unbelievable finds, you're in the right place. Let's dive in and see which coins could make you rich today. Magnifying glass tilted left sparkles.
Welcome back to the channel where we dig deep into America's most valuable coins hiding in plain sight. Today we're talking about one of the most overlooked yet incredibly powerful coins in U.S. history, the American Jefferson nickel from 1957 proof sets. You heard that right. A tiny 5-cent piece, a coin most people don't even notice, could secretly be worth an absolute fortune if you have the right one. And stick with me until the end, because I'm going to reveal just how insanely valuable this proof nickel can be, numbers that will blow your mind. Now let's set the scene. The year is 1957. America is booming, the post-war economy is strong, and proof sets from the U.S. Mint are becoming highly collectible. The Jefferson nickel, first introduced in 1938 to honor President Thomas Jefferson, was already a household coin, but the proof issues were something truly special. These proof coins weren't just ordinary pocket change. They were struck with extra care, using polished dies and special planchets to give them that mirror-like finish that collectors dream of. The 1957 proof Jefferson nickel is one of those hidden treasures that lives in the shadows of more famous coins, but make no mistake, it can deliver shocking value when found in top condition. Let's talk about the design for a second. On the front, the obverse, you see the strong profile of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, facing left. Across the top is the motto, "In God We Trust," with liberty and the date 1957 elegantly displayed. On the reverse, you'll find Jefferson's beloved home Monticello, along with E Pluribus Unum and United States of America. It's a classic design that stood the test of time and still remains one of the most iconic coin images in U.S. history. But here, where things get exciting. The 1957 proof nickels are famous for something collectors crave: deep cameo contrast. These are the coins where Jefferson's portrait looks frosty and stands out against a deep mirror-like background. Not every proof coin has this striking contrast, which makes cameo and deep cameo examples far rarer and more valuable. Collectors go crazy for them because they practically glow in the light. Now, why are these nickels from 1957 such a big deal today? It all comes down to rarity, condition, and market demand. Millions of Jefferson nickels were minted for circulation in 1957, but proof strikes were made in much smaller numbers exclusively for collectors. Many proof coins from that era didn't survive in pristine condition. Some were mishandled, some lost their luster, and some never had that dramatic cameo finish to begin with. But if you have a flawless example, especially one graded PR69 or even PR70 by PCGS or NGC, you're holding onto serious money. Even more exciting are the error coins. Imagine a 1957 proof Jefferson nickel with a double die, off-center strike, or some unique minting flaw. Those quirky mistakes instantly catapult a coin's value into the stratosphere because collectors fight tooth and nail for one-of-a-kind error proofs. So let's cut to the chase. If you're lucky enough to own a 1957 Jefferson nickel from a proof set, and it's in immaculate condition with that gorgeous cameo finish, you could be staring at a jackpot. And if it happens to be one of those rare top-graded proof coins with deep cameo contrast, the numbers get outrageous. Yes, friends, a 1957 Jefferson nickel proof coin can be worth anywhere from $115,000 all the way up to $135,000. That's right, a single 5-cent piece hiding in a proof set can sell for more than a luxury car, more than some houses, and more than most people earn in years. So before you dismiss that old proof set sitting in your drawer, think again. That little nickel might just be your golden ticket. And there you have it, another incredible story from the world of American coins. Today we're diving into one of the most underestimated American coins that could secretly be worth an absolute fortune. We're talking about the 1972 Jefferson nickel from the proof set. Yes, a 5-cent piece that most people pass over without a second thought could end up being your ticket to riches beyond belief. Let's set the stage. The year is 1972. America is in the middle of cultural change, technology is on the rise, and the U.S. Mint continues to produce proof sets that collectors crave. But within those shiny little government-issued sets, some coins hold secrets that only sharp-eyed collectors and serious coin hunters understand. The 1972 Jefferson nickel is one of those coins, beautiful, overlooked, and capable of delivering jaw-dropping returns. On the obverse, you see the bold portrait of Thomas Jefferson, his profile strong and timeless, facing left. The words "In God We Trust" arch across the left side, while liberty in the year 1972 stand proudly on the right. Flip it over and there's Monticello, Jefferson's famous home, crisp and detailed, framed by the words United States of America and the classic motto E pluribus unum. At first glance, it looks like just another nickel. But when it comes to proof coins, appearances can be very, very deceiving. Proof coins are special. They weren't meant for circulation, they were struck with polished dies and hand-selected planchets, giving them razor-sharp details and a mirror-like finish. And here's the kicker, not all proof coins are created equal. The rarest and most desirable are the cameo and deep cameo examples, where Jefferson's frosty portrait jumps right out from the dark, glassy background. Collectors go wild for these because they have that dramatic contrast that practically glows in the light. Now let's talk about why the 1972 Jefferson nickel proof coin is such a hidden gem. First, survival in pristine condition is much rarer than you'd think. Over the decades, many proof coins were mishandled, stored poorly, or lost their brilliance. Finding a flawless example with that deep cameo look is no easy task. That's why grading is so important. A coin graded PR69 or the ultra-rare PR70 can skyrocket in value overnight. And don't forget about errors. Proof nickels from the early 70s are known for some spectacular mistakes, double dies, off-center strikes, even unusual planchet errors. These rare errors instantly transform a simple 5-cent piece into a high-stakes collectible that serious buyers will pay top dollar to own. The 1972 proof Jefferson nickel might not get the same spotlight as a silver dollar or a Lincoln cent, but make no mistake, this coin can change lives. Collectors in the United States are constantly searching for them in top grades, and auction houses have seen bidding wars that push prices higher and higher. So here's the part you've been waiting for, the shocking value. A genuine 1972 Jefferson nickel proof coin in pristine, flawless condition with that breathtaking deep cameo finish has been known to sell for anywhere between $114,000 and $133,000. Let that sink in. That's not pocket change. That's a life-changing payday sitting inside a proof set that many people ignore. Think about it, something as ordinary as a nickel, if found in the right proof quality, could be worth more than a luxury sports car, more than the down payment on a mansion, more than most people make in years of hard work. All from a coin that says 5 cents. So, before you walk past that old coin collection or dismiss that proof set you inherited from family, take a closer look. That 1972 Jefferson nickel might just be the jackpot you've been waiting for. And that's why coin hunting is so exciting. The treasures are out there, you just need to know where to look. I'm about to reveal a story that could flip your entire idea of pocket change upside down. We're going deep into the world of American coins, and this time the spotlight is on a 5-cent piece that might not look extraordinary at first glance, but trust me, it's got the power to make your jaw drop. We're talking about the 1983 Jefferson nickel from the U.S. Mint proof set. Now most people, when they think of valuable coins, picture old silver dollars, rare wheat pennies, or gold pieces from centuries ago. But here's the truth that most beginners don't realize: sometimes it's the modern proof coins, the ones hiding quietly in government-issued proof sets, that carry the biggest surprises. The 1983 Jefferson nickel is one of those hidden gems. Let's take a close look. On the front of this coin you see the timeless portrait of Thomas Jefferson, 3rd President of the United States, staring proudly to the left. Above his head, "In God We Trust" reminds us of America's motto, while liberty and the date 1983 stand strong on the right side. Flip it over and you'll find Monticello, Jefferson's famous home, detailed and sharp, with E pluribus unum above and United States of America below. It looks like just another nickel until you realize this particular coin was struck as a proof, never meant for circulation. Proof coins are on another level compared to regular pocket change. They're struck using highly polished dies on specially prepared planchets, creating razor-sharp details and a beautiful mirror-like background. The most breathtaking examples have what collectors call a cameo or deep cameo finish, where Jefferson's frosty image contrasts dramatically against the glossy surface. Those are the coins that make collectors stop in their tracks. But here's what makes the 1983 proof Jefferson nickel so special and so valuable. Unlike nickels pulled from circulation, proof coins were only made in limited numbers, sealed into proof sets and sold directly to collectors. Over time, many of these sets were opened, damaged, or lost. Finding a flawless, deep cameo specimen of the 1983 Jefferson nickel today is a true challenge. That rarity is what drives collectors wild and pushes auction prices into unbelievable territory. And if you think that's all, think again. Error varieties from the early 1980s add even more excitement. We're talking about double die obverses, off-center strikes, or planchet flaws that slipped past quality control at the mint. Combine a proof strike with an error, and suddenly you're holding one of the rarest nickels in modern American history. Now, grading plays the biggest role in turning an ordinary-looking nickel into a coin worth a small fortune. Coins graded PR69 or the elusive PR70, with no visible flaws even under magnification, are the holy grail for collectors. These high-grade examples bring in the biggest money when they cross the auction block. And here's the part you've been waiting for. A 1983 Jefferson nickel from the proof set, in pristine condition with that stunning deep cameo finish, has been known to sell for anywhere between $113,000 and $138,000. Yes, you heard that right. That's a six-figure payday from a coin that says 5 cents on the front. Just imagine, what most people dismiss as just another nickel could actually be worth more than a luxury car, more than years of hard work, more than many people dream of ever holding in their hands. That's why proof coins are so exciting to collectors. They prove that treasures can be hiding anywhere, even inside a small plastic case of coins sitting on a shelf or tucked away in an old drawer. So if you've got a 1983 proof set, don't ignore that nickel. Take a closer look because you just might be staring at a coin that could completely change your life. That's the magic of coin collecting. It's part history, part art, and part treasure hunt. And sometimes the jackpot comes in the form of a simple Jefferson nickel. We're going to explore a coin that most people overlook, but serious collectors know it could hold shocking value. I'm talking about the 1999 Jefferson nickel, struck as part of the United States Mint proof set. This is one of those coins that proves beyond a doubt that not every fortune is buried deep in the ground. Sometimes it's sitting right in your very own collection, waiting to be discovered. Now let's dive in. On the front of the Jefferson nickel, you'll find the bold portrait of Thomas Jefferson, America's third president, his profile gazing confidently to the left. Above him is the motto, "In God We Trust," while to the right we see liberty and the date 1999. Flip it over and there it is, Monticello, Jefferson's iconic Virginia estate, perfectly centered with incredible architectural detail, framed by the words E pluribus unum, United States of America and 5 cents. It's classic, timeless, and instantly recognizable. But here's the twist. The 1999 Jefferson nickel we're talking about isn't just any pocket change coin. This one comes from a proof set, which means it was specially made by the mint using highly polished dies and hand-selected planchets. Proof coins are designed to be collector's pieces, never intended for circulation. They shine with razor-sharp detail, glossy mirrored fields, and frosty raised images that leap right off the surface. And when you find a coin with a cameo or deep cameo finish, the beauty and contrast are simply breathtaking. Collectors know that the late 1990s were a fascinating era for U.S. proof coins. Mint technology was improving, demand for proof sets was rising, and yet not every coin survived the years in perfect condition. Some proof sets were broken apart, others mishandled, and still others developed tunning or haze. That's why finding a flawless 1999 Jefferson nickel in pristine proof condition today is such a big deal. The real magic happens when you send one of these coins in for professional grading. A Jefferson nickel graded PR69 or the Holy Grail PR70 deep cameo becomes a true treasure. At those grades, every single detail is razor sharp, the fields are mirror-like with no distractions, and the frosted design has perfect contrast. Collectors fight for coins like that because they know just how rare they are. Now let's not forget errors, because sometimes a small minting slip turns an already rare coin into a once-in-a-lifetime find. Imagine a proof-struck Jefferson nickel with a doubled die, off-center strike, or even a planchet flaw that slipped through quality control. Those unique quirks can skyrocket the value even further, making what looks like an ordinary 5-cent coin into something worth tens of thousands of dollars. And here's the part you've been waiting for, the moment that turns curiosity into pure excitement. A 1999 Jefferson nickel from a proof set, in deep cameo perfection, has sold for unbelievable amounts. We're talking anywhere between $117,000 and $166,000. Yes, you heard me right. This little nickel, a coin worth just 5 cents on its face, can be worth more than a luxury house, more than years of hard work, more than you ever imagined possible. Think about that for a second. People toss nickels into jars, leave them lying in drawers, and spend them without a second thought. But the right one from the right proof set with the right grade can change your life overnight. That's the thrill of coin collecting, hidden treasures hiding in plain sight, just waiting for someone who knows what to look for. So here's my advice. If you own a 1999 U.S. Mint proof set, take a closer look at that Jefferson nickel. Don't let it sit unnoticed. Under magnification and with proper grading, you just might be holding a coin that could rival the value of a dream car or even a college fund. This is why I love sharing these stories, because it proves the point that history, rarity, and value can collide in the most unexpected ways. And sometimes, a coin as simple as a 5-cent piece can carry a price tag that makes collectors' hearts race. Diving into a coin that most people would glance at, spend without hesitation, and never think twice about. But if you're a smart collector, you know better. Because this little coin, the 2000 Jefferson nickel, especially the one struck for the official U.S. mint-proof set, could carry a value that will absolutely blow your mind. Let's take a closer look. On the front, we see the proud profile of Thomas Jefferson, one of America's most influential founding fathers, facing left with incredible detail. His name is not written out, but his legacy is captured forever on this coin. Surrounding him, you'll spot the motto, "In God We Trust," boldly above, and "Liberty," along with the date 2000 carefully placed to the side. Flip the coin over and you'll be greeted with the iconic image of Monticello, Jefferson's grand estate in Virginia. The details are crisp, balanced by inscriptions like "E pluribus unum," United States of America, and 5 cents. The design may feel familiar, but when it comes from a proof strike, it's anything but ordinary. Proof coins like this 2000 Jefferson nickel are made very differently from the pocket change nickels we see every day. The U.S. Mint uses polished dies and hand-selected planchets, striking them multiple times to achieve that dramatic contrast between frosted devices and mirror-like fields. The result? A coin that gleams like jewelry, a miniature piece of art struck in metal. Some of these proof nickels even carry a deep cameo effect, where Jefferson's portrait looks frosty and almost three-dimensional against the glassy background. It's a level of beauty circulation nickels will never achieve. But beauty alone isn't enough to make a coin valuable. What really counts is condition and rarity. And here, where the 2000 Jefferson nickel gets exciting, collectors are constantly on the hunt for the highest graded examples. When these coins are submitted to grading services like PCGS or NGC, the real treasures are those that come back certified as PR69 or the nearly impossible PR70 deep cameo. Those coins are flawless. No scratches, no haze, no imperfections, just perfection frozen in metal. And if you think that's rare, let's add another layer. Mint errors. Proof coins were supposed to be handled with extra care, but mistakes still slipped through. Imagine a double die strike, an off-center proof, or a misaligned die. Those errors on a coin from a modern proof set, that's like hitting the jackpot twice. Now let's step back for a moment. A nickel, 5 cents, just 5 cents, something you might toss into a tip jar, lose under your car seat, or spend on gum. But in the right condition, from the right proof set, graded at the top levels, or carrying an incredible error, the 2000 Jefferson nickel has shocked collectors with its staggering auction results. And here it is, the moment you've been waiting for. A 2000 Jefferson nickel from a proof set has sold for between $112,000 and $177,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. A tiny 5-cent piece, transformed by rarity and perfection, reaching a value that rivals a dream house, a luxury car, or a college education. Think about how many people have proof sets from the early 2000s sitting in drawers, untouched. If you own one, it's time to open it up and give that Jefferson nickel a serious look. Because one coin like this could turn an overlooked set into a life-changing discovery. This is why I say coin collecting is not just a hobby, it's treasure hunting. And the treasure is out there, hiding in plain sight, waiting for the sharp eyes of someone like you to recognize it. So don't underestimate the power of a nickel. Don't overlook the proof coins in your collection. And if you've got a 2000 proof set, now you know what could be sitting right there in your hands. If you enjoyed this deep dive and you want more rare coin discoveries, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you'll never miss another chance to learn about coins that could make you rich. Every video could be the one that leads you to the biggest discovery of your life. Thank you for watching, and as always, happy treasure hunting.